Hi, grade 2. Assalamu alaikum and a good morning to all of you. So, how are you all doing? Good? That's very great. Okay. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. And so, how is your second day going? It's well? Okay, that's very good. So, you guys are learning, right? Perfect. Okay. So, today it's your first computing class, and I told you that I'll be taking your computers course as well. So today it's your first class, and we will general discuss what would be the subject about, what would be the topics we would be covering, how we will move forward, what the book we will be using, and all of the things, right? So let's start from the book that we will be using. This is your computing book for grade 2 by Oxford International, and we will be using this book for your course. And in your first term, we will be covering only first 3 chapters. We will start from general introduction to computer. Then we will discuss what are, let's say, input and output devices, what are different parts of computer, what are different types of computer. We will start from basic thing, which is electricity, because computer is an electronic device. So we will discuss how computer uses electricity, or what is the role of electricity, let's say. Okay, or we can say that a general introduction to machine, and then we will move forward. Okay, then we will also once we get done with all of these computer related topics, then we will move toward internet. Okay, and then we will discuss, let's say, how we can search something on internet. For example, it's the era of internet, it's the era of technology. Like you can see that we are taking this online classes, right? We are not in a physical classroom, so we are very much dependent on this device. So we will discuss about how this machine is playing an important role, what is the role of it, and then we will discuss that how we can search related information on the internet, let's say. Okay, so I'll teach you that what would be the keywords that you will use if you want to search anything, because there is huge bundle of information on internet, right? So, and if you want something relevant to you, a specific piece of let's say knowledge, how will you get that, right? So there would be some specific keywords that I'll be teaching you that you will use, and then you will get the relevant information. So once we get done with that, we will quickly move toward the internet, and then we will do different things on internet. For example, how can you download something, how can you copy and paste something from internet, how can you search something from the internet, right? We will work on Scratch as well, which is a website, and we will, when we will go there, I'll definitely uh, discuss it in detail. Okay, so so this is the book, and we will be covering 3 chapters. But today, because it's your first class of computer studies, so we will not be doing any written work. We will just revise and discuss things orally. So I'm going to share the screen with you, okay? And you have to tell me whether it is visible to you or not, okay? Okay, who is going to tell me is the screen visible? Remember the rule for the virtual class. What was the rule that you have to show me a thumbs up? Perfect, okay. Let's start the day with the great name of Allah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن
Okay, let's move forward. Let's quickly revise the classroom rules. The very first rule is that you are not allowed to turn your camera off. And I can see that all of your cameras are turned on. Very well done. And keep your cameras turned on during all of the classes. Okay, show the same behavior. Okay, and then is, you have to raise your hand if you want to say something. Follow this in order to maintain discipline in the class. Then you have to listen when someone is speaking. This means that you have to pay attention to what is happening in the class. Even if your teacher is saying something, even if your class fellow is saying something, you have to pay attention to whatever is happening. Okay, then you have to follow the directions very carefully and very quickly. Whatever is happening in the class, whatever we are discussing, you have to follow the directions very, very carefully, so that you can understand what is happening, and so that you can practice it by yourself. Okay, let's look at today's plan. We will have a small starter activity in which we will discuss about electricity. Then we will watch an interesting video. Then we will move toward introduction to computers. We will wrap up, and then there would be a small reinforcement activity for you. Okay, so let's start with the small activity. Okay, do you know what electricity is, or where do we use electricity? Yes. Perfect. Yes, it's a form of energy, right? It's a form of energy. And a lot of the machines that we are using nowadays use electricity to work, right? There are two types of machines, let's say, to differentiate between this. There are one which work with human power and the one which work with electricity, right? So the one which work with human power are the one we drive them, like the car. You drive them, the car does not run with electricity, right? So it's not an electronic device, right? But computer, you cannot use computer on your own. Yes, you can use laptops, but still you need to charge them. And how you charge them? With the electricity, right? So it's an electronic device, right? Similarly, there are lamps in your house, there are sandwich maker, let's say in your kitchen, there are a lot of appliances that work on electricity. There is this washing machine, there is this refrigerator, your laptop, your mobile phones that run with electricity, right? So all of these appliances that we use, they use electricity to run, to work, or to move on. Okay, so electricity plays a very important role. Why? Because it provides energy to the machine so that they can run and help us. And why do we use the machines? Because we are very much dependent on the technology, and we use them to make our life easier and to make our work, to do our work in a small period of time, right? Now, how do we use electricity? There are small sockets in your home, which are sockets in every room basically, or two to three in each room as well. And what you do, you put on in the plug of your device in the socket, and then you turn on the button and it start practicing. Okay, it start moving. Let's say you want to charge your mobile phone. What you will do, you will put your charger in the mobile, in the socket, you will turn it on, and then it will start charging. Similarly, if you want to let's say use your computer, you will turn the lead into the socket, and then you will turn on and the computer will start working, right? So there are sockets, and in the sockets there runs electricity, which is type of energy. The device takes energy from there, and then it starts working. Okay, so in order to explain, or in order to understand this concept in a better way, I'm going to share another screen with you, in which there is a very interesting video which will help you understand the concept in a very better way. So you have to tell me whether the screen is visible to you or not. Okay, show me a thumbs up. It's visible. Perfect. Okay, let's watch the video.
Hello everyone, we are going to talk about the electricity and why we need it every day. This is an electric socket. The socket, we find this every day in our house and we use it to plug in different things. Without the socket, we can't plug in anything electric to use in our house. Electricity is very vital. We can charge our phones through this plug. We, if we don't have electricity in the house, we can't use it for anything. The refrigerator, the electric kettle, the microwave, the coffee maker, the washing machine that we need electricity for, to wash our clothes, to watch television, and other entertaining things like audio players, TV, computer, and the air conditioner.
Okay, students, so you have watched the video. Did you like the video? Yes or no? Good. Okay, yes, you like the video. And what you have seen in the video? Okay, who is going to tell me what we have seen in the video? Raise your hands. Hurry up. Yes, there were a lot of electric appliances or a lot of machines that use electricity to run. Perfect. Okay. And what do we do with those machines? We make our life easier. The machines help us in doing our work in small period of time and easily, right? Okay, perfect. So the man discussed about a lot of the machines that we use in our daily life. Let's just start from the start of the day till the end of the day. All of the machines that we use, or actually the most of the machines that we use or on which we are dependent on. Okay, so now I'm going to share the screen again with you, and from the slides, and we will continue with our work. with our lecture. Okay, so we have discussed. I'm going to show you a picture. There are some more electric appliances that use electricity to run. There is this electric kettle, there is this washing machine, there is this electric oven, television, vacuum cleaner, there are electric fans, right? Okay, so all of these things use electricity to run. There is this vacuum cleaner, lamp, television, coffee machine, and all other things. So all of these machines, what do? They depend on or they use electricity as energy to power or to run things. Okay, so let's okay, so let's okay, sorry, my screen share has stopped. I'm going to share it again. Okay, so we were discussing about the electric appliances that use electricity to run. So there are a lot of electric appliances that we use in our daily life. Let's say pressure cooker, coffee machine, television, electric fan, lamp, vacuum cleaner. All of these machines use electricity to run. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, do you guys have a computer at your home? Do you have a computer? How many of you have a computer or your own or personal computer? Perfect. Okay, so let's move toward the next question. Do you know how to use it? Like, do you know? Okay, there is this one thing that when I'm asking you that do you know how to use it, by using I mean that do you know how to perform certain functions in a computer, certain general or basic functions. Let's say do you know what are icons, do you know how to open them, how to copy and paste anything, how to create a folder, or no, you know, by use I mean this, or like you can watch some pictures in it or anything. So do you know how to use a computer, or how much use do you know? Okay, raise your hands one by one. Okay, let's ask Abdullah. Yes, Abdullah, do you know how to use a computer? Yes, perfect. You have your personal computer. That's very good. Very well done. Okay, let's ask Sarah. Yes, Sarah, do you know how to use a computer? Okay. You like painting. Okay, very well done. Yes, Sarah, do painting on computer. That's very good. Okay, let's ask Ali. Yes, Ali, do you know how to use a computer? Okay. Okay, Ali like to do typing on the computer. That's very interesting. Okay, so all of you must know, right? And because you are in grade 2, so I'd be expecting these all things from you. Okay, definitely we will practice this. But if you know this already, it would be very good because you can do easily all of the activities in the class. Because we will have only 3 periods in a week, so we will do small practical work in the last 10 minutes of everyday period, and you have to practice that practical work beside the theoretical work at your home as well. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, do you know what are the parts of computer? Okay, these are some very basic parts. You know, now in today's time there are multiple, or you know, we can say a lot of parts of computer, because with the passing time new technologies are being created on everyday basis. So now we have a lot of devices, right? So but these are some basic devices without which a computer cannot work. Let's say a monitor, or the screen which is used to display the things, you cannot work without that. If there is no display, there is no computer. Then there is this CPU, the microprocessor, which is very important, right? Without the processing unit you cannot work. Then there is this speaker. Let's say now I'm talking to you, so I need a speaker for that, right? If there is no speaker, if I would be saying something and you cannot listen it, what would be the purpose for that? Similarly, when I say something, then you want to listen to it, so there is a need of speaker as well, right? So the speaker is a very basic thing. Then to give input to the computer, two basic devices are the mouse and the keyboard. Mouse plays very important role to do all of the functions, and then keyboard, we use keyboard for typing things, right? And then there is this printer, which we use to take printouts, because now we are similarly, like we are using this virtual mode of learning. All of the other people in the world, especially in this corona time, they are very much dependent on this virtual mode, on the internet, on computers, on laptops. So we use this device to take printouts of things. Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, do you know what are different types of computers? These are some of the types. For example, there is this desktop computer which was used in previous times. Some of you might have this desktop computer at your home. You must have seen these computers usually in some shops. Like if you visit some malls, or you can see these desktop computers over there. You can see them in when you go to motorway, when you are traveling there. There comes when they provide you this tool plaza. On tool plaza, when you provide you the slip, there are such type of computers used. Such type of computers are also used in hospitals. You can see such big desktop computers in hospitals on the front desk, in schools as well, right? Then comes a laptop. Laptop is a bit advanced version of computer. Okay, in computer there are a lot of there are, for example, Pentium 1, 2, 3, 4, and then many types, right? Then there comes a laptop. Laptop is a bit advanced. You can easily carry it. You cannot carry a desktop computer with you, right? But you can easily carry a laptop. Then there comes this personal digital assistant, which is a very small mini computer, and you can perform the functions with this stick. There is this pen stick which we use to perform the functions. And then there is this smartphone. Like this is my smartphone. So this is basically a smartphone, but it contains a computer within it, right? I can use Word in it. I can use Google in it. I can watch the videos. There is YouTube in it as well. I can create folders in it. It can save all of the data which I can use in computer. So this is also a mini computer, right? There are small watches, the advanced type of watches in which you can insert a SIM. You can use an internet. You can use a Google. You can use a Skype. So those are also a type of mini computers, right? Then there is this mainframe, which are the big setups. There is this notebook type computer. Notebook is before notebook comes before laptop, okay? And then comes there is this embedded system which we use in different ways, right? So these are some of the parts of computer that we use. Everything is advanced from the previous one. With the passing time, new technologies are coming, new things are coming. People are trying to create small devices, light devices that we can easily carry. Before, in previous time, when the new laptop come, they were this much thick and they were very heavy in size as well. Now you will have a very slim smart laptops. You can easily carry it. There are now laptops which can easily turn into tab as well, like this one which I'm using right now. It can turn into a tab as well, and then if you just put the screen on, it can turn into a laptop again. See, so we have a lot of technologies, right? Okay, so this was all for today. What we have discussed in general that electricity plays a very important part in our life. And then why do we use electricity, or how computer is, let's say, an electronic device, because it is also used using electricity to run its function, right, or to do its working. Then we discussed that how many of you have a computer, how many of you know. If you know, that's very well. If you don't, we will practice it. There is no need to worry. Then we discussed about different parts of computer, the basic parts of computer, and then we discussed some types of computer, right? So quickly, we have quickly revised as well. Now I'm going to ask you a question. You have to answer it before we end our class. The question to you is, why do you think computer is important? Why should we learn it? Or what are some of the basic functions or the roles that computer is playing in our life? Okay, you can tell me like 1 to 2 roles. You can tell me more as well, or a single, whatever you want to. Okay, raise your hands one by one. Yes, Abdullah. Okay, yes, we can watch videos. Perfect. What else? Yes, we can communicate through which? Through Skype. Perfect. Yes, we can use it. We can search anything on Google. Very well done. What else? Yes, Sarah, you want to add something? Yes, we can do assignments as well. There is this Word, Excel sheets on which we can do all of the work that previously you did on your copies, on your notebooks. Now you can do all of that on your computer, on your laptops, right? Similarly, like we are using this virtual mode of classes, so you will be submitting your weekly assessments on this laptop or on computer, right? So it would be used for your assignments as well. Similarly, I'm using this mode of presentation, which is I have made this presentation for you to make you understand. So for that, I'm also using laptop or computer, let's say. Okay, so class, let's watch at the reinforcement activity. What is the activity for you? You have to search for different roles of computer in your life. What is the role of computer at your level? Let's say, okay, at my level I have some different functions for computer. For example, I'm using this because I'm doing this job, so I need to do make presentations, I need to prepare the lectures, I need to make these calls, I need to search for the stuff, right? At your level the role is a bit different, because you do not need to prepare lecture and all that, you need to prepare yourself, right? So there would be different roles of computer, and I want to know yours. So you have to, you can either note them down with you on your notebook, or you can tell me the verbally in the next class. Beside that, you have to read your book page number 1 and 2. This is your book. I have already shown it to you, and all of you must have this with you. If not, you can buy this. There is a page number 4. On page number 4, there is chapter number 1, which is the nature of technology, our computers. The topic is, you have to read out page number 4 and page number 5, and then when you will come in the next class, inshallah, I'll be asking you what you have discussed, sorry, what you have read. So read the pages very very carefully, and do note down or do search for the roles of computer as well. And from tomorrow's class or from the next class, inshallah, we will be doing some practical work as well, and we will do work from the book as well. Okay, so until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.